Hello. Oh gosh, I got the wrong thing up here. There we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another schematical live stream. Actually, I just had an idea. I could go to YouTube Studio and do the chat on my iPad. Craziness. Why didn't I think of that however many minutes ago? Can we do this? Welcome, everybody. YouTube Studio. Yeah. Can I... the videos... That's last one. Nope, I can't. I cannot do it from that app. Maybe I can do it from this app. Sweet. Mechanist, morning. How's it going? You want to learn how to do an SQL injection attack today? Look at these guys. Look at those guys not putting their things. Not that they're actually used for anything these days. So today we're going to learn about an SQL injection attack. First thing, we're going to wire this thing in to use SQL, MySQL specifically. I already have a database set up in which I can look at it. Do I have any users in this database? Might as well create a user for this one. We're going to go add account. Oh, wait. I have a feeling I took out one of my sites. Oh, well. Login name. We're going to call this demo app. And yeah, it sounds good. That is a horribly weak password. Doesn't like it. All right. So we're going to go to here. We need a, maybe we can use this. We're going to install config, ideally. I would, yes. Wonderful. So I also pushed up this code to its own code base, which I posted a link to. So now ideally we have a config in the package there. Config, good. All config does, new directory, config, is it allows you to load config files really easily. So I can do this MySQL user, and the password is the worst password ever. I'll have to delete this password momentarily. But I'll tell you why, even if you have this password, you can't access it in a little bit. I think I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a password that I hope I've never used before, and hopefully never will again. And the host, we're going to make, so this is where the database lives. Host is localhost. But as you probably guessed, I think I said I did this on Amazon. So what I did here is this is a proxy that proxies all the traffic on port 3306, which is the standard MySQL port, to Amazon. Now, even if you have this, you can't hit it because I have a firewall around it called a security group. Super Jerry, welcome to the party. I haven't seen you here in a while. How's my audio, by the way? Can you guys hear me all right? Give me a thumbs up. But what am I doing here? A MySQL injection attack. First thing we're going to do is add MySQL to this little rinky-dink Express server I set up before, instead of using this as the data store, and then I will show you guys how to hack it, and then I will show you guys how to protect against it. Okay? Cool. All right. So we've got this, our host is that. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do npm MySQL. Oddly enough, I had to search this package actually for consulting stuff last week for transaction related stuff and have the worst demo there. But We're gonna npm install here. Yeah, I don't care about the latest version. We're gonna go ahead and paste, and let's not forget -s to save. Wait, did I do capital S? Yes, capital S. I don't know why it's capital S. All right, cool. So here we go. We'll just copy. I'll copy that for now. Interesting. You know what? Yeah, we'll do that. I don't know if I actually need a connection then, so we'll just get the whole thing. All right. So we're going to do, and what I usually do, so we're actually going to do a slight amount of actual architecture here. It's barely architecture, it's just good code setup. Thumbs up. I haven't been in a stream in quite a while, I know. Sound is quiet, but I can hear it. Okay, I turned it down because it was blowing my ears out, so I'll turn it back up. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with MVC at all. That's MVC. That's Model View Controller. And so what we do there is that's where we split out the views from everything else. I could go on and on about that. So your code that renders pretty little web pages is separate from the code that loads the data from the database, is separate from the code that decides what data needs to be loaded from the database. So exports equals God, I really am actually doing this. And so so what I'm doing here, I really am actually doing, I can't help myself. I'm going to do it. MySQL.js. I'm making it so we've got some services that we can call whenever we want to load certain services. So app.mysql equals this. We're going to do a function in there called connect. Oop. Nope. There we go. Fat finger and stuff. Paste in there. All right, how do we get going? I haven't heard about it, but I don't think I've ever really used it. Model View Control. Yeah, it's more applicable to websites or anything that displays data here. So do this function. There we go. It's got to be a const. It doesn't have to be necessarily, but for me, it drives me nuts if it isn't. I don't want anybody overwriting my connections. All right. And so we're also going to use config, which I said a minute ago is just a simple way of loading in data from this config directory. And so I think I can do config.get mysql.host. We'll do config.get mysql.user. And I think I did the short version of this, it's just pass, which I don't normally do. I'm shooting from the hip a bit here, and we didn't give it a DB name. So we're going to do that quick. So again, this first part of this is going to be how to connect to a data source, like MySQL. Second part will be how to crack into it, ideally, using MySQL Injection Attack. And the third part will be how to get out of that, or how to defend against that. And the fourth part will be basically Q&A plus whatever random stuff we decide we want to do. All right, so we created a user. I got to go back. We're going to see the schemas that I've got in here. I got a lot of stuff in here. Man, I think I might have just taken out a lot of my websites. But they're old. We're going to create a new schema. So a schema is basically a database running on this server. If memory serves. How do I add schemas? I'm not used to this tool. Create schema. There we go. We're going to call a hack and slash. Someday in the future, I'm going to be like, what was I doing with that? Yep, apply. Good. Finish. All right, cool. So hack and slash. We're going to go create a table. For those of you guys not familiar with tables, think about an Excel spreadsheet, and each spreadsheet is a spreadsheet layer, or each table is a spreadsheet layer that can kind of relate to each other. Create table. I don't know what we want to call this table. I think what would be a clever thing to do here. Superjury require MySQL config. Oop, 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 oop. What are we talking about there? I do stuff in Node.js. I just do my config. Yeah, require my config. Yeah, that's fine. You have to have relative pathing then, or absolute pathing. And this kind of just does it for you based on the execution spot. I don't know what I'm gonna call this. I'm gonna just call this cats. I don't know. Cats for some reason is the only thing on my mind right now. Yeah, we'll just do users. Sure. Yeah, we'll do users. Why not? Apply. Oh, I should probably add some fields here. Column name, ID, data type int, primary key. Primary key means that this one's got to be unique and that it is pretty much assigned. Is it in index? Auto increment? Yeah, auto increment. Let's auto increment. Let's try that. And username, which also should be unique. And I don't know. Description or bio. There we go. Bio. We're going to make that a little bigger. We'll give you 256 on it. I should do 255 on it. And the bio could be not unique. All right, apply. So this creates MySQL here. If you want to learn MySQL, go for it. I know enough of it to be dangerous, but I also want to be fast, so that's why I use junk like this. So now we got a table there, users. So if I want to get real fancy, show DBs or databases. You can see all my databases. Yep, and so we're going to go here and we'll go use, again, I'm just kind of hack and slash. So I'm just going to use that database, and then we're going to show tables. And we got one table, it's users, etc., blah, blah, blah. And there's more to it, but all right. So the DB name, we're going to add that into default.js as hack and slash. Never fear. How's it going? Oh no, this is giving me flashbacks to databases. You aren't going to force me to normalize the tables, something like that. Put in a. No, we're not going to normalize today. It's beyond the scope of this. We're just going to break stuff today primarily. All right. So service. Oh, I got sidetracked here. We're gonna finish this MySQL. Do I have a DB name? DB name. Perfect. Okay. Cool. How's it going? Never fear. Normal form. Ugh. I had to study that in college. Never liked it. Yeah, I still don't know how I passed that class. I don't think I ever did pass those classes. All right. So here we're just gonna return the connection whenever we say connect. We're gonna return connection. And then one more thing we got to do. So I like to have a lot of this stuff, especially the services that we're going to use right away in app. So acquire dot slash MySQL, and we're going to pass it app. Cool. And we're going to do the same thing in index up here, which is usually how I do it for any services I want initialized, or not initialized, but available to be initialized right away. Services. Good. And it'll automatically assume index.js if I do that. If it finds out the services is a directory. So now, let's see. So now, ideally, I think we just had. Let's do some new routes now. We'll do a user's route, which you probably don't want to disclose your user's personal information right away. But what we're going to do is we're going to go const connection equals app.mysql.ini. No, it was a connect. There we go. Oh wait, it's app.services.mysql. No, I did app.mysql. My OCD is kicking in here. I got to do this. I like my services separated out. So what we'll do is we'll just go like this. App services equals. There we go. And no, I'm not diagnosed with actual OCD. I don't mean to make light of it or anything like that. but I do have extreme. This is how I do my architecture. Is that I have there's a rhyme and a reason for almost everything, because I do this so much that the naming conventions fit, and I can remember years from now. I can like read this stuff and see my own handwriting and know this is me. There's one more thing we got to do. I think we're gonna just do this. We're gonna let the connection connect there, and we'll just do a query at that point. Now my fear is that, well, I guess with actually I should probably cache that connection. Geez, geez, Rick. Right now, the way I had it written, it would create a new connection all the time, so we don't want that. If not dot connection, then we'll create a new connection. So this way it caches it in memory, because unlike PHP, which is a scripting language that everything boots up and dies each time, this actually will persist outside of a single API call. Cool. My lap is really heating up. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, I mean, you guys probably already know, I'm not at my house. I'm in the North Woods. Is Ernie with me? No, he's not. He is not. I would wager he's laying on my roommate's bed right now. So the sound is probably atrocious because I don't have my normal mic. But the internet is surprisingly good, it appears. So, all right, so now we've got the connection, and what we're going to do is we're going to query it. So what we're going to do is let's just select star from users. Cool. If there's an error, we're going to actually do a proper response. We'll do re return, I think res.status. I think that's a thing. 500 res. Here we go. res.send. error. I mean, say I am super picky about my naming conventions. Oh, this thing, well, normal forms, you still don't understand. Oh, wait. Teachers do a bad job explaining if they're not really familiar with it themselves. You didn't announce it on the stream on Discord. My God, I do tend to forget things. I'm out of apps. I'm all over the place here. Share. Oh, gosh. Copy. General. Gas streams. All right, cool. There we go. Laptop is melting my lap. And so what we're just going to do instead is we're going to go return res.send json.stringify. We'll just do the whole results. And let's space it out. And my laptop is like burning up right now. This is not good. If I just suddenly shut down, you know, kind of feeling tired today. Take care, never fear. Feel better. All right, so we've got that, and if anybody remembers how we start this thing, it's node index. Do I have that node src / index.js. Express listing at 80, which means if I go here, local host, we got the cheese. Let's see if we can get some users. Okay. So that's okay. I'm pretty sure I just didn't grant that new user access to whatever it is I need to grant them to. Schema privileges. Add entry. This isn't really all that important unless you want to be a DB admin. We're going to go selected schema. We're going to do hack and slash. We're going to go OK. And we're going to give them. Now, you never want to give your app user, the user you signed in, ability to edit the MySQL tables. And I'll show you guys why probably in this thing. Are you in the Danny Discord server? I am in the Danny Discord server. But we're going to give it a select, update, delete. We don't really need execute or show view, but you wouldn't want to give an app user access to drop a table or anything. You'd never want an application to be able to do this. And I'll show you guys again why in just a bit. All right, so now we've got access. Query after, cannot continue query after fatal error. There's more to this error than meets the eye, so we're going to have to get some more. I'll console log it. So select star from users. I did create a users table. Okay, USERS. All right. Let's restart and see what we're missing here. Interesting. Okay. All right, here we go. No, it's being rather vague as to what the fatal error is. That's annoying. What we're going to do is I'm actually going to debug this thing real quick. So I'm going to create a Node.js app. In case you've not done this, it's pretty easy to do. Instead of running it from command line, / src, then I can run it in debug mode, which is really nice. Let's apply, okay. We're going to stop that, and I'm going to hit the debug here, and I can put a breakpoint here, and then I can actually dig that out. So see, it's not responding. That's because it's stuck here. I did not know you were part of the Milk Gang. I like Danny's stuff. I don't do anything on that server. Interesting. I may have to just demo app from host anywhere, yeah? You guys applied all that. / apply. Access denied. Using password, yes. Did I not? Wait, did I forget the password? We're going to just double check the password here. Let's literally copy and paste this thing. I think it didn't like that, so we're going to add 11 at the end of it. 11, apply. Still think it doesn't like my password. 11, because it is a horrible password. Don't use horrible passwords. All right, did it list anything? There's stuff in the way. Damn Windows taskbar. The bane of my existence. Okay, an empty array. All right. So we got something back. So let's go ahead and create a route to create a user. In reality, you probably, where am I? Why is it showing ChaosNet frontend? Who the hell cares about ChaosNet frontend right now? / Okay, so now we're going to create a route. Let's see. I'm going to create another route where we can post to users. Now, in reality, you'd probably want to do a whole login thing, but since I was uncreative, we're just going to treat this like it's a comment thing or something like that. And so instead, I'm trying to remember how to do an insert user here. We're going to go back and let's create table. Insert statement. Cool. All right, this is what we need, the insert statement. So this is what an insert statement looks like. It gave me a little more than I needed, actually. Now, in reality, would I ever write, so if this is model view controller, I would never write SQL inside of a controller, which is these things that handle the routes. They're technically controllers, but we're not doing any of this. So I would never, this is actually the type of stuff that I yell at my clients for and whatnot. So we're going to just go null here for the ID, and it should give us an ID back. The username, let's go ahead. Actually, we do need that. I'm going to go and just do, God, it's like painful writing some of this stuff. Let username equals req.body.username. And you'd want to write something like this. You always want to validate to make sure that they can't insert nulls. So if not username, return 400. Give me a username. Bug on my neck. Yeah. World's worst error messages, but you got to validate against that stuff. And I think we should be able to do a double quote. Whatever. I'm going to do this in an ugly way. You'd want to use what's called ORM, or some type of data relationship manager tool, instead of doing it like this, because this is just ugly. I'm not happy with this, but I'm doing it because I don't want to spend an entire hour setting up an ORM and all that stuff. And then you can't really see why this doesn't work. Username. So, and we'll go ahead and put bio in there as well. But I'm not going to force a bio. We'll just do req.body.bio. And if it's not there, then I don't care. All right. It's also a horrible way to do that. Yes, this is really ugly code, but we're just slinging it fast and furious right now. All right, cool. And so this should give us a username, or a user with an ID, ideally, when I hit this thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit this, restart the whole thing, reattach it at 80. Did I set that to post? I set that to post. All right. I need to get Postman out. Or I could create a form for it, but we're not gonna. We're just gonna use Postman. So, how you guys doing, by the way? Anybody got any fun plans for the weekend? Anything exciting besides setting up this rinky-dink stuff? This really gives me flashbacks to when I was working with PHP and MySQL in high school. Well, PHP's got its own. I'll have to switch to PHP to show you guys a PHP Injection Attack, because it's tough to do injection attacks on node unless you can restart the server, because once the code changes, but PHP reloads every time a request comes in. So you can, as soon as you figure out a way to edit the PHP like maliciously, and you're not supposed to, then you've got access to a bunch of crazy stuff. All right, this is localhost / what's my consulting clients? I think users. That's not users. USERS. There we go. Send. Give me. There we go. Empty brackets. All right. So we're going to change this to a post, and ideally it'll fail. Give me a username. Cool. We're going to go ahead and. Did I do form data? I think I did form data last time. So we'll do username. Bananas. BANANAS. This stuff is bananas. Bio. I am a bio. All right. Super Jerry says, I'm doing fine. I may go to the beach. I saw some of my friends that are in Amsterdam. They're out and about doing stuff in groups and whatnot without masks on. So I'm guessing things are getting better there. I don't know. Or code was definitely not safe, but that was kind of scope for the class. Yeah. This is kind of a niche thing. Okay. Body, username, do I have to do this? Oh, come on. You're making me retype it. Username. BANANAS. Did I put it, or did I make it do JSON? I forget if I had it do JSON. There we go. Cool. All right, so we got an error there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make it so it logged it. Here's what it was: /users/n/ it's weird. It's including, it's like it's super weird. All right, well, I'm going to cut some of this junk out. Like I said, in reality, you'd never want to write a query like this. Have I seen that in production, queries like this? Yes. Yes, I have. It just hurts me to look at it. It makes me want to cry. But that is my job. So we don't, actually, I could probably just get rid of this. We don't need to insert into the ID, so we get rid of that. We don't need this. Yep. We do need this. Where is this thing getting a scale up? Here we go. Good. I think there's supposed to be a comma in between there. That might have been the problem. There was no comma there. All right, let's restart and try that one. Super Jerry says, I mean, Corona is getting worse again here. That's rough. They seem... I was curious when I saw them out and about. All right, here we go. There's an extra... Where is it getting the extra quote from? Yeah, because it's got... Oh, the quote's at the beginning. Bananas undefined. All right. Copy that. I'm going to go over here and just look at this for a second. Did I accidentally... I accidentally got rid of... I'm not sure if that was there. Where'd that go? We're missing that, it looks like. Let's try this again. Okay, so we got something back. That's not really what I wanted, but that's all right. So if we go to just get on the users, we should have a user. Look at that. And it has an ID of 1 and a bio of undefined because no one cares. Some cities are now starting to look into forcing masks, but since it's technically against the Constitution, need some creative legal work. They forced masks in the city that I live in, the county, which is, I guess, a little bigger than the city that I live in. They're currently forcing masks, but it's got all sorts of problems. I'm not sure I'd recommend it. It seems to have created a lot of issues. But again, I'm not getting into that. I'm not a health professional. I'm not a city person. I am a guy that's hacking into the website that I'm currently building for your amusement. So I'm not going to get into any of that stuff. So cool. So we inserted a user, right? Super simple. All right, so now we can create users. Should I make a form to do it? I guess I could make a little pretty form to do this. We're just going to go. You'd never do this again. This is just ugly. But users new is going to be this little form here, and we'll do /users, and we'll do text. We don't even need that text. That'll be bio, and we'll need a text input. Name equals username / form. Oh, yeah, whatever / there we go. That'll do. So let's go back to the little browser thing, and we're going to go user /new, and I should restart this. That does not exist anymore. All right, it doesn't say it, but a username of orange. I am a fruit. Save. There we go. We got similar stuff there. If we go to get the users, now we've got banana and we've got orange. Cool. Great. So let's go. Oh, geez. Let's go there. I really want to check this message there. It's not my consulting client. It's a co-working thing. So now we've got this form here. So simple enough. No problems. I'll actually even push this up for anybody that wants to pull it down. I have a feeling it's going to be a Git problem here, but whatever. Could do it. Push to master one. It's in master one for some reason. Something weird went down. I went to Germany last week, and masks were required in shops and stuff. Since I wasn't camping, we also needed it to go to the bathroom. That's difficult. All right. So let's do something else here. All right. So what we've got so far, let's look at the MySQL statement. Do we have the MySQL statement that we sent up? I'm going to log the MySQL statement just so I know, so we have it here. Okay, cool. Console.log query. Restart orange apple. We're going to have a ton of fruits in here. All right, cool. So now we've got this MySQL query. Which again, this is another reason you never want to write stuff like this. Okay. Let's go in the README. I'm going to pop it in there so I can edit it. Okay, that's some type of giant key in there that I probably just pushed up. That's not good. So what happens if we end this thing early? So if we were to put in something, I guess even at the end of this, or like we'll type it in the middle. What if we took in this and just said, no, finish this up. Okay, we can go and put some spaces in there so I can remember this. Okay, and we add something that's like the show the databases. I think it's the show tables. And I forget how to, well, we're going to have to probably look up some of this stuff. So what if I added that in the middle of this? So instead of passing it, all right. Instead of passing it fruit, we're going to go call this, I don't know, cucumber. Like, I don't know how to spell cucumber. We'll call this, I don't know, zebra. There we go. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, we have an error in the syntax. That's good. I had a feeling that was going to be the case because it doesn't know what to do with that at the very end there. So what we can do is we could do another insert if we wanted to, or we could say, yeah, there we go. Show tables, select, and then that should just treat it as a string. So we're going to just go ahead and add that in there and try that now. Go back. Why is this there? I don't care about you right now. There's a way to just totally discontinue this little bit at the end there. But it's good. The first three queries are running just fine, it looks like. But the last one there. So we're actually going to dive in, because I can't remember off the top of my head. Attack. There we go. Ooh, we'll go for the cheat sheet. That sounds cool. Sql Injection Attack cheat sheet. What's it? Cool. Yeah, the drops, that's where we get real dangerous, and we'll probably do that in a minute. But I'm just trying to remember how to end the query properly. There's so many different ways to run this attack. Okay, it's probably just this. It's probably what I need. So let's find out if that works. Oh, my neck's getting sore. All right, hold on. We're going to do it over here so I can remember how to comment stuff. Okay, so it worked with that. Okay, user must be unique. Wait, is that the error? Or is it actually a syntax error? Doesn't it like show tables? I don't know. Why does my iPad keep shutting off? Stop doing that. Okay. Well, we could do something much more devious, like delete something. You know what? I was smart enough not to give it the ability to select or to show tables. So we're going to try this. Select star from users, and then slash that. Okay, let's see if this does the trick. It doesn't like the comment. Hopefully you guys are getting the gist of it. Oh, it escaped the comment. Interesting. It actually protected itself. Comment in SQL's -- right? Not. So looking at this, it looks like it's. We could try -- also does it. All right, let's try it. Good call, Super Jerry. Let's go -- save. Let's try going new line on this one. Interesting. There's so many crazy complex things you can do with this. All right, we're just going to go back one. Yeah, okay. Well, here's a better example of an injection attack. Right there, this is a good one. So let's just say that we wanted to, let's see, we'll do this we'll do app get users. I should probably add a, I should probably add a password field to this thing. I always learn -- It depends. It depends. Microsoft's got its own setup for it, and then there's the open source version. And I'm not sure about all the little details between it. But again, well, actually, personally, I don't use SQL really much at all. I like NoSQL stuff like MongoDB primarily. But let's do select star from. Oh wait, users. I guess where username is req dot params. It's a dot user. I think that's it. I'm not actually certain. So much stuff that I better remember on a daily basis. All right, we're gonna restart this, and let's see if we can get users / BANANAS. Oh, I've got post validation on a query. Womp womp. All right, restarting. There we go. So we were able to do this. All right, let's go ahead. We're going to add one more field in here for passwords. And I'm going to delete some of this stuff. We'll go. And you'd want to hash your passwords, by the way. You'd never want to look it up like this. This would be the dumbest way to do this in any capacity. All right, hash your passwords. As a matter of fact, don't hash your passwords. Use AWS Cognito, and we'll make it so you couldn't even steal back your own passwords. Just save yourself a lot of headaches. All right, we're gonna just select 1,000 here and delete these guys. You're going away. Delete. Good. Okay. So we'll go over here. We'll put your password in to the chain here. And when I say this is the dumbest way of doing it, you're probably like, why are you telling us about this then, Matt? It's like, well, because I see people do it in production. And it hurts me to see. All right, cool. Restarting. Oh, I didn't put a password field down here. Don't do your own passwords. Use the library from people that know what they're doing. Yeah. 100% don't do your own passwords. That's absolutely true. Like I said, AWS Cognito, so you can't even get to it. So, all right, so normally you'd want to sanitize this stuff and make sure that's not being responded back. Actually, wait a minute, didn't I delete the bananas user? Did it not start? It's listening, port 80. Oh, wait, what the heck? Put a dub in front of it for some reason. Okay, we're going to double check that those got deleted. Okay, I could swear I just told it to delete all these. Delete rows. Good. Okay. Apply. Okay, evidently I had to hit apply. Not MySQL's not my favorite thing in the world. All right, no bananas, no bananas. All right, good. No users, no users. Good. So we're gonna go ahead and new. Why does it keep switching me to localhost.com with a dub in front? This is weird. Oh, whoops. All right, we're gonna get rid of this for a second. No, wait, we're gonna get rid of this for a second. Actually, that's just all I have to do is move that below the new. The problem that happened there is the router thought it was this route instead of this new route that's above it. Real simple problem to fix. Localhost.com, where did that come from? I know, that's what I'm saying. Where did that come from? We're at localhost. Do I need to put in the IP address so you don't screw it up? Okay, we're going to delete that. And we're just going to create a new user called George. I'm jumping around with what I'm using for usernames today. And the password is just going to be, and that's it. No, don't. Look at that, Chrome's a data breach on a site or exposed your password. Localhost, evidently they think that localhost is a malicious site. Way to go, Google. So we got our user in here. The password is an incredible AAAA. So let's go ahead. We're just going to create another one called login, I guess. All right. And this one's just going to take a username and password, and it'll do a post to login. So we'll create another one that's as a post to login here. And we'll have that one select users. So this is something that happens more often than I'd like to imagine. Select from users. Hey, where did that come? Yes, let's fill in an account. Good job, Chrome. Actually, that's quite cool that we got blocked on localhost because there's a hack on localhost. Is that what you're saying? Because that is kind of funny. Here we go. So we're going to req.body.username plus and password equals req.body.password. All right, so that's it. It probably detected your password going back over HTTP, possibly. I mean, it's to my local host, so I don't really care. I am bouncing it around the planet after that. All right, don't do that. All right, restarting. Cool. So I'm going to go ahead and try and hit that login page. Okay, stop doing that. Stop doing that. I really hate that it's doing that right now. Please stop. Oh, God, that's annoying. I made a George, and I'm going to enter in the wrong password. Nothing. There, stop. Never. Not on localhost. Jeez. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to that README, and we're going to figure out, we didn't console log that select statement, but in reality, I'm going to write a little bit of code right here. Or 1 equals 1. So I think this should do the trick. Or I think probably maybe it's got to be 1 equals that. So I'm going to enter that in as my password and see what happens. It might not work. Oh, look at that. Loaded a user. Sql Injection Attack successfully carried out there. So I'm going to console log that so we can see what happens normally versus what I just did. So let's go ahead and make this query separate. And just console log. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do it the normal way. I'm going to enter in a bad password. Okay, no user. Blank user says no user is showing up. In reality, you'd add some code around it to make it display pretty. You wouldn't want them to know especially if they're attacking. Hey, this is what's going on. You want to hide this stuff so attackers can't figure it out right away. But right here, this is what a normal select statement looks like. Select star from users where username equals George and password equals BBBBB. Okay, but the password, remember, I made was AAA. But using this line of code here as a password instead of AAA, I can still get in, and I'll show you why. No, don't. Sorry, I should have hit back. My bad. Stop doing that. And there we go. Look at that. Even returns his password in clear text, which we'd never want to do in any capacity. This is what happens. Or 1 equals 1. So that's all it is. It changes. It says password equals, well, basically nothing, or 1 equals 1 there. I don't even look right. But it worked. It looks really weird, actually. Nightly Chaos, welcome to the show. Have I used C before? I have. C# more than C. It's been a while since I've used C. We did it with some Arduino stuff. I did some C with. I'm not incredibly well versed with it though. All right, so I showed you guys how to attack. Let's see if I can't figure out how to fix this mess. So in here, this comes with a escape. There we go. Connection escape, user ID. So you always want to escape stuff. As we saw in the last video, sanitize your data. And not just sanitizing it in the browser, even if I wrote browser validation to make sure they can't enter this crap in, doesn't do squat. Okay? All right, let's redo this thing here. Ooh, now that's my customers hitting me up. So, continue. The same data I just put in there. Look at that. Escapes it. So here's what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing I did in the last one. Let allow evil. This way people can, if you want to run this at home later on, is false. So what we're going to do is we're going to go let username equals that. Let password equals this. And if not, allow evil, we're going to go ahead and escape that stuff. And you'd never, in reality, want to write code that has an allow evil function in it. I have seen some pretty insane stuff out there, though. And we're going to do the same thing for password. There we go. Cool. So allow evil is false. If I restart now, and I go back and I hit it with that same thing again, so it's just resubmitting the same junk to it, it's good. If I go allow evil equals true, God, this laptop is so hot it's melting my lap. Refresh, continue. There we go. So our allow evil code works. Let's push that up there for you guys at home. All right, now make it return all data from all users. Technically, we only have the one user. Let's add more users and see what happens. Sign up. Oh, user's new. My bad. God, I hate that it's doing that. Get out of there with that. I don't know why it's thinking it should use that particular email address. Of all the dozens and dozens of fake emails I have, it's just populating that one. I already had George. We're going to go Bob, and we're going to make Bob's password CC. Bob. I don't know. All right, we're not doing it. All right, roads affected. All right. So this user's route is actually publicly exposed, but in reality, you wouldn't have that. So let's just go ahead to the login one. And the way that I currently have it written, actually, we can go Bob, and we can go, let's just enter in a bad one. I'm going to go 11111, save. Okay, it doesn't work. Good. Stop trying to do that. Chrome, you are the devil right now. Uh-oh. I think my stepfather left his phone here, which means that he may have... Oh, hold on, I gotta go. He may have left his pills here, which would be bad if he didn't get his pills. Okay, am I still streaming? Stop with that. All right, I'm gonna have to wrap it up because there's some other problems here. But let's try and run that code, because I think the way I've got that SQL statement written, it should allow all users there. Yep, look at it. Okay, so what you'd want to do to get rid of that is you'd want to kind of encapsulate. I'm not sure that's the right word, actually. Well, actually, I'm not sure there's a way to get around that, because that you wouldn't be expecting this. So either way, yes, you can get all users using that little line of code. So all I'm gonna leave with this, because I've got a bunch of things going. I gotta call my parents to make sure that my stepdad's got his pills, unless I gotta go down there and drive them to him. But yep, so we got all that. All right, cool. That's what I got. Sanitize your data. Coming in. Trust no one. Okay. So cool. Super Jerry, thank you for hopping on and being on this thing. I wish we had yeah. Hopefully we will have some more fun stuff. I don't know. I'm wondering if I want to do a whole bunch of this stuff here, but either way, I got to go and deal with some consulting stuff. Thank you all for jumping on. If you like this, leave a comment. If you want me to explore more security-related stuff, let me know. Don't do this. Model view control, people. Model view control. All right. I'm out.